Hello, everyone. Welcome to my creative escape on a Wednesday night, which I hold every week. Generally, this is a Facebook Live, so I join you live um, each Wednesday. This is a pre recorded video which I'm sharing with you because I'm unable to be with you live just due to some recovering after surgery. But I will be checking your comments, so please say hi to me. I will respond to you. Um, and I want to hear from you, so please, as you see the video, if you have any questions, please ask me. If you're watching on YouTube as well, please make sure you comment on video, share it, and I love to hear your feedback on any tips that you find useful, any questions you may have. It really helps me um, engage with you and share my love of paper crafting with you. So for this month of September, we have lots and lots of specials. It is also my birthday month, so I am sharing with you lots of extra specials as well. So during this month, I have a sketch timber challenge. So card sketch every day, and I hope you have been following along. Check out my blog, check out Facebook. You will see each day I'm sharing all my sketches and the cards I'm creating, and you can play along too. If you want me to see it, make sure you hashtag sketch timber challenge, and I will get to view that. For any any orders you make during September, for every $50 you order or any class you purchase from me, um, you will go into a draw to win a hamper from me. So if you spend an order of $150, you will get three entries into my drawing. The hampers were $200, and I will draw a winner on the 2nd of October. It is my birthday giveaway. It is my special birthday, extra special birthday. All birthdays are special, but this is an extra special one, so I'm having a big giveaway there. Um, so I hope you get to enjoy that, take part in that, and be part of that fun with my drawing. Um, there are weekly deals with Stamping Up. So every week, Stamping Up during September, releasing um, some deals, some specials that are just purely for that week. So there are limited time only. It's just for those 7 days. And I said Stamping Up have come to my party as well. So there are I release them. Share them on a newsletter. I do share them on my blog, so and on Facebook. So you have many ways to get a hold of it. Um, take advantage of them. Stock up on your embellishments. Currently, there's some embellishments and some beautiful designer series papers, some gift packaging in time for Christmas as well. So, just giving you a rundown of what's going on. So, today I have shared, you would have seen a sketch challenge which I had shared earlier today, and I'm going to do a variation on that card, and I think um, it's a bit of fun, and showing you some different technique you can use with this. Now, um, I'm just trying to find my stamp set because I had taken the stamp out of the case. So um, I've been playing with the actual stamp set. It's a lovely and lasting bundle because I am creating a whole lot of cards with it. But I will show it to you. Here it is under my pile. I've been doing lots of creating, so that's why it's a bit tricky to there it is. It, this is a let me go to the right side, is a label punch, and this is the label here. I will turn the camera over so you can see that as well. I love punch bundles, they are great, and this particular one I really like the images. They're really strong, and it doesn't have to be strong, but it's more bold and more defined. So let's turn this camera around so you can enjoy this project and see our stamp set. So this is the lovely and lasting stamp set. You may have already seen a card that I've done um, uh, with it a few days back. You can check it out in the search function on my website, on my blog. Just click Lovely and Lasting, and that will come up for you. It's got great sentiments. It's got thinking of you, happy birthday, oh hello, thank you, cheers, best of luck. A nice large focal image there. These are great for adorning those that label. This would make a great little background image, and so would those tiles. So we're going to be using this image here today. And I think at first when you see the stamp set, sometimes you go, oh, what do I do with it? And it can be a bit tricky. If it's not quite um, it's it doesn't sometimes hard to just envisage what you are planning to create straight up. But as you play with it, you will find lots of ways to use it. So I hope this gives you inspiration. So the Stampin' Up stamps, generally they're 100% what you see. But here it says images at 85%, just in very, very small writing. So then you know what size it is. So obviously the stamp's a little bit too large, but otherwise it'll, in comparison, say for this one, it doesn't say that. So what you see is what you get. That's the size of the images. That's a good indication with our stamps. I'm going to bring in a piercing mat. When you stamp with photopolymer, it is always good to have a piercing mat. Now, photopolymer is a clear stamp, so these see-through stamps, just to make it simpler. And I'm just bringing in some scrap. We're going to do some heat embossing. So I have got Versamark ink. Versamark ink is sticky, gluey type of ink. Actually, I haven't got any color on that. It's just it stains, but it's stamping fine. And I'm going to ink this up. So when you ink a stamp, you're inking the stamp. So you're not stamping the ink pad, you're inking the stamp. So just tap, tap, tap. It's a larger image, so I am going ink pad to stamp and making sure it is well stamped, inked up, right? And I am going to stamp that right there. Make sure you press all those edges, and that's not going to be very visible. That shade of it's not going to come out because I'm going to heat emboss that in white, so that'll be fine. I have cleaned my stamp, but it's just showing up a bit. And if it doesn't, we can always fix that. But the white embossing is going to cover that up. So I'm going to create, it's like the diagonal as per my sketch. So that diagonal can be filled with the designer series paper, but I chose to use a stamp set. So you can see it's a nice big image there. And with sketches, it's just to give you some kind of guidance. You can follow it exactly, or you can just use it as inspiration. So that's what's, I don't know, I can see a little bit of a, let's see how that goes. Sometimes when you do this, it's good to have, I can see that mark of the hair which was there, but we can see how that goes. You can go over it because it's photopolymer and you can see through, but it is a little bit more tricky because the Versamark is pretty light. And then I'm just going to do another little flower there. See how that goes. Okay. Now I'm going to bring in my embossing additions toolkit. I did forget to put my embossing buddy around it, but white on white, I think we can be pretty safe with that. And it's not it just takes away um, the static and makes the embossing powder stick to only the stamped sections. But I'm not as fussy as with I would be if it was a sentiment. I do let the embossing powder just sit there for a sec so that it takes to the ink, and you can see that beautiful image. Now, the embossing additions toolkit comes with tweezers, the embossing buddy, which I showed you, the brush, and the score pal, not the score pal, this embossing pal, which is like which helps you. I'll show you how it works. It helps you get that embossing powder back in without any issue back into your little pot. Not everybody has a whole ton of embossing powder, so you just want it to get back into that container easily. All right, so you can see that lovely image there. We'll get our heat gun. I'm just going to close this for a sec. I've been trying to get as much as I possibly can done before I go in for surgery. So, in madly crafting, I've got my heat gun on setting 2. So it's a Stampin' Up heat gun. I've got it on setting 2. Just by way of explanation, normally I go from top, but recently I've learned that going from under as much as you possibly can, letting it heat through, does give a more shiny emboss. So you'll see what I mean. It'll take a little bit longer because it can heat up. Because it's a slower process. Can you see that transforming? Embossing is like magic. So I'm holding it quite close. Doesn't that look nice? Now just for a final, I'm just going on top, but that's just a very little. So that just makes it a little bit more shiny, I think, than you can see a difference Let me just see, bring that light a bit further. And if when the light hits, you can see that shine. Now, I'm going to put this embossing powder back. I'll show you how that's done. If you haven't got this, it's a great little kit. I'm pretty sure it's under $50. Might be 47 or 49. I'm not sure. But if you get that and maybe some glue or some dimensionals, you'll get an entry in my birthday drawing. Well, you know what? I'm going to take some stamped images to color at hospital. Do some watercoloring or coloring with my watercolor pencils. Not so much watercoloring. Alright, so we'll tuck that. Oh, there's a little bit more there. So get all the embossing powder out so that you don't have any left with to mix up with another color. Put that back in. And I keep those tweezers handy all the time because I usually find the things as well. Now, I have got for ink pads Daffodil Delight, Pumpkin Pie, and Cajun Craze. A little bit autumn colors. We're in spring, but I decided to go with some autumn colors, and I'm going to start with some Daffodil Delight. I'm going to start with from top down, and we bring in this one. So we have two different colors. Make sure it's so ink up your blending brush. And we're just gonna go over that embossing. The emboss, this is called the emboss resist technique. It will resist that color in that sense. I'm getting a little bit darker around this edge. So you can see how those flowers are standing out, but we're going to make it even stand out even more because we'll wipe that color back. With our blending brushes, you get 3 in a pack. So start with 3, and then you can always add, perhaps like as you order, just add some. But initially, you can wash them and use them. I have one for like colors, like color yellows and maybe some like a light blues I have, and then a dark blue. But for starters, like when I initially started with the blending brushes, I just had 3 and I'd wash them. I am building that color up. As is, with the Daffodil Delight, it looks really nice. I'm liking that color. the brightness and the vibrancy of that. Then we're going to add pumpkin pie. Now I do need a new pumpkin pie ink pad, but I can still manage with this one. It's just a bit cakey in the middle, so I'm just getting rid of that color. And I'm going to start now from bottom up because I want that top to remain light. And then I'll lighten my touch there as I blend it out into the Daffodil Delight. Sorry if I'm going upside down. I just like to move my paper around to make it easy to blend and work with it. So this is pumpkin pie. I'm using pumpkin pie one of your colors you like to use, or is it one that rarely gets used? So I'm blending that nicely in because I want some depth in the base. How cool does that look? Right? That's looking pretty good. I'm just going to blend that, blend that. I can't talk. I'm hungry. So then we're going to go with Cajun Craze. You can see my scrap. I'm trying to keep my base reasonably clean so I can show you the card after, but I don't need that second blending brush. I thought I might. Now Cajun Craze is quite strong, a deeper color. So making sure my hands are clean. And we'll come in from the bottom again. I'm going for that diagonal look, which I have got on my sketch. So you can play along. You can see how this can be changed. It doesn't have to be stamping. Like I said, you can have designer series paper. You can have some embossed cardstock. Yeah, can you see that? I kind of mucked that up, but that's okay. Let's blend that in there. I've got it on something. Maybe I had it on the ink pad. Wait a sec. It might not be so bad. Yeah, it's on the embossing, so it's not as bad as first I thought. Okay. So you have to fix things sometimes, have to change your course. And then I'll bring it back in Daffodil Delight because I had a bit of that color at the top which got added on, the unplanned Cajun Craze up the top. Well, that's okay. We can just make it a bit brighter. I've got a bit there, and that's fine. Okay, so now what I am going to do, we're going to take just a tissue and wipe that color off the embossing, and it's going to make that embossing pop, right? I don't like to wipe too much of the color off the background, but you can just wipe it straight down. But I'm just concentrating on those flowers. You can see the difference between, say, something there or that one and that one, which we haven't done yet. and that, and then I just do that. Then it's just going to pull back that color. And this is a very easy technique in that sense. It's quick too. I think you can do multiples with this embossing technique, and it doesn't have to be so much blending. You can do it in one color, but that is a fun technique. I'm going to, you may have seen, if you haven't seen that other card, I will show you that other card I did. Same thing, but I didn't use this technique. I just did stamping on it. Okay, so we've got our base done. For the sentiment, I have got the label stamp. So you've got this. And I'm going to use Cajun Craze for it. And we'll, excuse me, use the Happy Birthday again. And I'm using Cajun Craze again. Sorry, you might have missed me inking that, but I think. Okay. So then I'm bringing Daffodil Delight. And just going to use that little sprig. And ink that up. And we're going to add that there. I love that. Love this color combo too. Right. So it just adds a little bit extra detail on that. Now, we're bringing a lasting label punch. Turn it upside down so you can see where to line it up. Bring that in. And then with the Stampin' Up punches, if you haven't used them before, press it down halfway. So then it locks it into place. So, and then punch it. All right. So now I'm just going to put that label like that, nice and easy, and we'll pick a card base. I don't know what I'm going to use. I wasn't sure what would go. So we've got a few choices, and I'm going to put it there, and I've got some covering up to do there. So let's see. We could go pumpkin pie. Maybe you can shout at me on this video what you like, and we'll see whether I pick what you pick. Oh, that's Cajun Craze. We could go completely rogue and do Old Olive. That doesn't look too bad either. Not Old Olive, Mossy Meadow. Or what's the other color we did? Daffodil Delight. Okay, so we got Daffodil Delight. We've got Mossy Meadow. I think I'll give Mossy Meadow a skip. We could go black. We could cut this down and go black. Right, black's quite nice. And black on a pumpkin pie board, maybe. That might work. It's nice to play around, isn't it? So, let's cut this, maybe, do I want to cut it down here? I might cut it down. So I'm just making it a little bit smaller so I can create a mat. So I'm not going to fiddle with this side because I have already stuck my label. I do this often. I think after I do. 13.6. I will have your measurements in your tutorial, which will be in your newsletter. Then I'll do a black layer. I love black for layers. It makes your card pop. Especially works great with these type of colors. With anything really, I've done it. It works great with blues too. All right. So we've got a layer there. I might even make that a touch smaller because I think that is a little bit too big. Now I'm just scoring my cardstock. And I'm going to cut this a touch down. So we only have like a 2 mil on either side. All right. No, I cut that too short. See what I did? Sometimes I don't think. I had a feeling because I was trying to do it in my brain. So that's 9.3. Excuse me. Anyway, yeah, I cut it too short. Never mind. 13.6. I need to go 14. I went the other way. I can always reuse that. That's okay. One side was wider and one side was narrower. Two sides of my brain. Okay, let's see. That's better. That's a bit narrower and that's nicer. I like that. Okay, so we have our... See, whether I pre-recorded or not, I'm still confused. It doesn't matter. It's still getting the same Rochelle. Recorded it live. Right. Had it on. Excuse me, I had it a bit crooked on the trimmer. Okay, so let's score this properly. Or burnish it properly, I should say. So it's nice and flat. Let's check our layers. And then I've got some new embellishments, which I just got the other day. And they look really, really nice. I want to put 2 dimensionals here, so I can jig that a bit. And I might pop that up on dimensionals because I can, and I like my dimensionals. How cute is that, right? Let me get rid of this junky piece of paper. Now for embellishments, this is the leaf. I haven't even opened this leaf label and amber gem combo pack. So you get these autumn leaves. So you could really use this color scheme with these leaves as well. But I thought these amber gems would look really, really nice on this. So aren't they pretty? think I'll move those gems. Let me just think this one's got to be up here. And this one might be down here. Maybe that. That's quite cute. No, it needs to be a couple together, I think. So put it's major decisions, gems. Oh goodness. They sometimes I spend such a long time trying to fix this just how I want it. I'm trying to get them in like a triangle look, and I'm not liking that. It's too straight. There you go. I think that's good. So now for the center of the card, I'm probably gonna go with some and for the envelope, I'm just gonna stamp the flowers in Daffodil Delight. If you haven't booked in for my Christmas retreat, make sure you book in for it. I have got lots of the product in. It's still open till the 1st of October, but get in early. That wasn't working, did it? Now that's a classic classic example of why you use the piercing mat. Live demonstration. I didn't follow my own advice. Yes, so Christmas retreat is on the 29th of October, and I've got lots of fun planned for you. I've already got a couple of classes prepared. I've got one more to finish up. I'm halfway through, and we've got the main class features the Christmas banners, and then I've got 2 add-on classes with the Christmas stocking, sweet candy canes. Forget the stocking, sweet candy canes, and the Christmas Cotty, the dog. Really cute classes. Get in on them. It's just I've got a mail out option as well. If you can join in person, it would be fantastic. Of course, if distance is a problem, the mail out option is a good option. You're going to get PDF tutorials for them. And in-person option includes lunch, morning tea, plus the mail out option as well includes your pillow gifts and everything. So lots of fun to be had. And I am enjoying preparing for it and organizing it. Okay. Alright, so that looks good. And that's our birthday card done with the Emboss Resist technique. So check out your weekly deals. They'll be out on the 8th. Their next lot of weekly deals. What's on next? Still not quite happy with that because that's too straight there. Alright, so I'll show you the other card in case you haven't seen it on my blog. This is the other one I made, pretty similar in the sense of the layout, but I did this in white on just sweet sorbet cardstock. Sorry, I'm off camera there. On sweet sorbet cardstock. So no ink blending there, and I just used some pearls, so minimal supplies there. And it's a simple birthday card, but it is very effective with that emboss resist technique. Thank you for watching and spending time and with me. Um, for ordering, I've got the link there for you. You can order online. If not, please contact me to place your order. You can email me or you can phone me. Uh, please use the host code for orders under $250. Orders over $250, you will receive your own host rewards. That is free product for you, which you can choose. All right, thanks everyone. I'm looking forward to catching up with you live next Wednesday. Thank you so much. Bye bye.